Hey, what's up guys? I'm the T-Man186 and welcome to Why I Cube. Now, it's a fairly simple story. I'm not going to use a whole lot of jump cuts like I would normally do for a video. I got my first cube in, I believe, 2006. Yeah, December 2006, right around Christmas. I was visiting my grandparents down in North Carolina, and it was a Rubik's branded cube. Of course, it probably didn't turn very well. I don't remember. And back then they didn't really come with the instruction manuals or anything. So what I did with it is I played around with it, thought it was like impossible, and I would use it throughout for the next about 2 years or so. And then one day, I threw it away, because the stickers had started peeling, and I still couldn't solve it. I did learn how to take it apart and put it back together, but and I didn't have any internet at the time, so it didn't really matter to me. And then in my freshman year of high school there, I believe, well, actually right before my freshman year, it was over the summer, I watched a video by PogoBad, or Dan Brown, my favorite YouTuber, on him giving the tutorial for how to solve the cube. It's the common LBL method, layer by layer, beginner's method. I watched it. I didn't really memorize anything because I didn't own a cube at the time. I also had one of the pocket chain cubes I got from the dentist. I broke it. Anyways, so yeah, I watched that. Didn't mean anything. It all changed really. My freshman year in high school in January, I was watching this guy. His name was Chance, and I watched him solve the cube there, and he did in about, I don't know, maybe a minute. I thought it was super fast at the time. And as I watched him, I'm like, man, how do you do that? And of course, he didn't really talk much about it. I'm like, I really thought it was impressive. And of course, he didn't say anything, probably because he was trying to make people think that he's super smart. Nice try. It's really, a lot of memorization. Now, I happen to be smart and good at cubes. But, anyways, further on, as I was saying. So now we go and get my first. Man, I hate when I make that sound. All right. Anyways, I got my first cube that I would solve back in, I think, like March of 2011. So I got it. It came with one of the little instruction pamphlets. Then I spent probably around 2 or 3 weeks learning, watching Dan Brown's video. Eventually I had it memorized enough to solve it, and so I would solve it at school and stuff. And I think my solving time was around 2 minutes. And then I would be in earth science one day, and I let somebody else see my cube. Big mistake. Don't ever do that. Because what ended up happening was it got taken by the teacher, and the teacher held on to it for 4 months. Maybe 5. The interesting way is the way I got it back was I got past advanced on my SOL. For those of you not in Virginia, that's Standards of Learning. It's a test that we take at the end of the year. Anyways, so I took that, got the cube back, still solved it throughout June and stuff, and I eventually got my solve last year down to under a minute, which is still pretty slow. And then one day, you should remember this from, like, I think it's vlog 23 or somewhere in there, a vlog called Something to Bitch About. I showed the top layer popping off and I would turn. What happened was, actually, I was in the locker room and I had it, and I went to toss it to someone and it fell on the floor, and it snapped this central piece right here. And it was pretty much unrepairable. And you can super glue it. I tried. I didn't do it right. Oh well. So that was the end of that cube. And then I got my Alpha 5, which I've showed before. It's a small cube. It's not a very good cube. And later I would get this cube. Anyway, so I started using F2L during the summer of this year, which is first 2 layers where you solve the bottom layer here, and then these slots, corners, and edges. I started doing that, and I got like 45 seconds. So that's when I saw it was really starting to help me out. And so I would do that, and eventually I would learn the 2-look OOL, 2-look POL, blah blah blah. And with those, along with the F2L, I can get solves of like 37. And then I would go on to learn full POL. Still not very much OL, but a little bit of look ahead stuff. Lots and lots and lots of practice, and here I am at 20 seconds now working on full OL. So that is my cubing story. I figured I would, tell you guys about before I start doing all these cubing videos. I know this video is very boring. Thank you if you managed to make it through it. But yeah, if you want to learn how to solve a cube, please go to YouTube user PogoBat. He can show you everything you need to know. It's a slow method. The fastest you ever get on is maybe 52 seconds if you're lucky, but still. The cube I currently use is a Diane Zanchi. But I think what I want to do is I want to do a 2-look OOL tutorial and maybe a 2-look PLO tutorial. Because see, I know there's a lot of tutorials out there. But really what I'm going to focus on is, instead of just reading the algorithm to you, I'm trying to show you how to memorize the algorithm, which is the whole point. I mean, what good does the algorithm do you if you can't memorize it, right? So we'll do that. I have an unboxing and review coming, and yeah, I would say probably new unboxings and stuff relatively around each month. Because that's gonna be when I'm getting stuff. I already have 13 cubes. Next week, well, actually really later this week, it'll go up to 18, and then next month I want to get a I think it's a 2x2x4. See, I've never had a Cuboid before, so I'll work with those, see what they're like. So yeah, I'm the T-Bone186, and peace out. Oh, by the way, one more thing. If you have any cubing questions or would like me to do any sort of cubing related thing, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll see what I can do.